It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. Alright, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. I am Miss Lissa.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. I'm going to order a new ring light. I'm using one of them umbrella light things, so I know that it's a little distorted. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Let me know if my signal's bad. I'll go to another spot, but let me know.
Your signal is great. Don't worry about the signals. Now, I am Miss Lissa. Welcome
To the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. We got a theme song and everything. Here we go.
Put it on for him.
That shit's catchy, man.
Happy Monday, everyone. Don't forget to share the love, share the live. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Miss Lissa, Lady Luck. And we have a special guest today. Introduce yourself, sir. I'm pulling up my notes. And I'm a little, I was just like, getting myself together. I don't have any makeup on. Normally, I would have came glam for you if you would have told me, Denzel was pulling up. I just threw on one of my other wigs. I would have put on the good. This is my gym wig.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here. Looking forward to the conversation.
All right. So we wait for the bacon to get here. The bacon takes a little bit longer to cook. Do most people cook their eggs first or they bacon first? Because I found out
the bacon is always last. I'm sorry, the eggs is always last.
Okay.
The eggs is always last. But don't worry, we have Jarrett in the building. Jarrett Albritton?
Yeah,
Albritton.
Albritton.
Right? Albritton.
Yeah, like all and then Great Britain, Albritton, yeah.
I almost named my daughter Britain because her dad's name starts with a BR and we wanted like a good BR name. And I was, attempting to be different. But then my friend got on me. She was like Anglo-Saxon. And I was like, huh, girl, what? So then we just ended up going with Brielle. But to anyone who is new to the show, we here on Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, we chop up hot topics, dish the dirt, we serve it to you raw, but we also like to give people gems and information that they can really use beyond salacious gossip. So today we have Jarrett here. He's a special friend to the show. Babs is in the building, and he's a close friend of Lady Luck, and they're going to teach us about cryptocurrency today. I know I'm excited because I'm working on my financial literacy. I feel like, as we're breaking these generational curses, we got to learn about the next generation, and the next generation is going into cryptocurrency.
Well, I was blessed to even meet Jarrett Clubhouse. So I was on there. I got introduced to Clubhouse from my friend. Shout out to Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And she had told me initially that there were people on there working with investments, and that's where she had initially got her startup app. So when I went on there, I was in a bunch of different rooms. I was blessed to meet him. Super intelligent when it comes to just different things. We was trying to work on one of these apps that I have. We'll get back to that later on. But Jarrett is been out here just making crazy moves. I've seen him down in South by Southwest. And where you now? You out in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm out of Vegas. Hopefully my eyes aren't too bloodshot. I was at an after party till like 2 a.m. then at 5 a.m. meeting. But yeah, man, I'm just moving around. Promoting, my startup that's going to be focused on fixing the metadata issue in the music industry, as well as in the metaverse. And then, just networking with people in the Web 3.0 space, the NFT space. It's evangelizing, for Black folks to be early adopters in this space, because this is the industrial revolution. They can't keep us out of it. The only thing that'll keep us out of it is lack of access or knowledge. So I'm just trying to prevent that by doing things like what we're doing right now, which is just making sure that people do their research and get into it however they can.
All right, dope. Share the love, share the live. So, can you give us a little bit of background initially and tell us how you got into everything you're doing, and then we'll just hop right into NFTs.
Before we do that, wait. Let's introduce him to Bunny, because Bunny is in the building. So let's introduce Jarrett to Babs Bunny, the first lady of the street. She's excited also to learn about cryptocurrency because she's an entrepreneur and she has her own companies. She's building businesses over there. So Babs, welcome, Babs. We was waiting for you. We needed that bacon, baby.
Hi, everybody. Listen, let me say something real quick. Hold on. Let me get my AirPod. Y'all could go ahead. I just want to tell you about me almost losing my life last night. But go ahead.
I'm
So
down
Jarrett,
to hear
as
that
she
story.
prepares to tell us about losing her life, how did you get into cryptocurrency? Like, not even that. How did you just get into financial literacy? Like, were you already into accounting? Like, were you like the bookkeeper in elementary school? Like, how did you get into money?
Yeah, so I went to the University of Texas at Austin. I majored in finance, minored in marketing. And while I was at the University of Texas, I did some sales internships that set me up for a position at IBM. So I met IBM at a career expo. Long story short, got a job that I wasn't supposed to get, only for MBA students, etc. Moved to New York City, and that got me into the tech space. I've been doing, tech sales, selling to tech executives or executives, period, CEOs, CFOs, CIOs, very, complicated, complex software solutions for 15 plus years, had a really dope career in that. And got on Clubhouse in 2020, where I met Lady Luck and a bunch of other amazing people. I was doing rooms basically to help Black people get into tech. Just because Clubhouse was like this cool opportunity where there's a ton of Black people in these audio rooms, thirsting for knowledge, trying to break in. So, I started doing rooms where I was having recruiters and hiring managers from like Microsoft, IBM, Google, Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, etc. on these stages. I actually got one today at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm still doing it. And then Black people come on stage, shoot their shot. We had over 100 people get jobs in tech. The reason why I say that is because I grew a big ass following because of that. I went from like 80 followers in December to like 30,000 by February. And during that period, I started networking with people in the NFT space, the crypto space, and now, the people that are now pioneering the metaverse space, as well as real estate. And I'm just interested in financial, building a financial empire, generational wealth, and just learn from people that are doing things that are extraordinary. So like, I was just in these rooms, just networking. And now that the world has opened up, I've been jumping around to like Art Basel, South by Southwest, NFT LA, now the Grammys, just meeting everybody that I was talking to in these audio rooms in person. And we're making some things happen. In the crypto space, I invested in crypto like maybe 2 years before Clubhouse. And it was just being around people in New York City that were like, look, bro, like Bitcoin's going up. You need to get into it. I invested in Bitcoin. I invested in Ethereum. I invested in XRP. And I just sat on it and I didn't really pay attention to it. And then I looked at it one day and I was like, God damn. So, I'm always on the lookout for new coins. And what's cool about the metaverse space is, there's coins attached to some of these metaverse environments. So as they go up, as they become more popular, the coins will become more valuable. So, that's something that I'm also, evangelizing as well. And real quickly, if you go to the link in my IG bio after this, discussion, I actually have a 5-episode season that I'm running on this app called Voices, that I am an owner of, and through a DAO, and I can talk about DAOs as well. We're basically going to be just breaking down a minimum of 8 metaverse environments with people that are actually like building land, buying tokens, making money in these metaverse spaces, building community, like they know what's going on. I'm going to be learning a lot as well, because I don't like to be the smartest person in the room. I like to bring in people that are like doing it so I can learn from it while everybody else is learning. And I'll have a Discord as well, so that all the, access and things that I learn about through my, adventures, I'm going to be pulling them into the Discord and having audio discussions within the Discord will be exclusive. So I'm just excited to build community in these spaces because I really feel like we are embarking on the next Bitcoin at $5, which, you know, went all the way up to 60,000. And I'm just hoping that through my rooms and through my meetings, you know, I'm able to invest in some of these opportunities and put my people onto them as well. That was a long answer, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nah, definitely a dope answer too. So let's start off with NFT. So NFT for dummies. Let's say I don't know what an NFT is. I do, but I don't. So I know it's non-fungible token. Can you explain to the people in here what an NFT is and why it's so important and where it's going?
Yeah, so I'll keep it really high level. Non-fungible tokens is basically a way that you can verify ownership, and you can have a royalty contract attached to that ownership of whatever that asset is, typically a digital asset. And so that anytime that you sell the digital asset, you'll make your royalty on it, but every time it's resold, you will make your asset on it. You'll make your royalty on it as well. So like Basquiat back in '88, he sold a painting for 25,000. The next person sold it for 5 million. Basquiat's estate saw none of that, right? But with the NFT, he sells it for 25,000 and he has a 20% royalty on it. And somebody sells it for 5 million, he's going to get 20% royalty on that 5 million. If it gets resold for 10 million, he's going to get 20% on that. So what it does is it keeps control for the artists on their intellectual property to one, verify ownership because it's attached to what's called the blockchain, which is what's it called? It's available for everybody to see, and you can see what transactions happen. And so there's no shady stuff that goes on. You can't pirate it. And for, you know, music artists, for actual, like, you know, artist period or whatever. And then, you know, NFTs can be real estate. NFTs can be attached to anything. It's just really just a certificate of ownership so that the original owners will get royalties. And then the people that buy it will also get royalties. And it's just like, it makes your investment even stronger. And it also empowers the artist to have more control. Plus, you have platforms like OpenSea and other spots where you don't have to have middleman, you know, to get your stuff out. And you can basically put up your own projects and, you know, watch them rise in value in the reseller market. I go a lot longer, but I'll try to keep it high level for right now.
So if let's say that, because me and Babs are artists, and I've been encouraging Miss Lissa to drop bars too because she's super dope with it. So let's say we put out a project. You would suggest that it's easier nowadays and it's better nowadays for artists to put their music out as an NFT opposed to going through a record label or things of that nature?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, honestly, I think everybody should go independent just so that you can own your masters, etc. Because everything's so flat. I mean, obviously, you know, record labels can do international marketing and put money behind it, etc. But whenever possible. But I do think you should do special projects as NFTs, like limited edition, like a limited edition Lady Luck, you know, collectible item. And what
or like the Wu-Tang album that RZA put out, maybe, right?
Right. Or I believe Nas put out a project as a NFT, and you could, you know, fractionalize it and own pieces of it. But like, what I think for artists is going to be the big thing is attaching utility to the project beyond music. And so, like, if I'm an independent artist and I have like only 1,000 fans, I put out an NFT that's like, you know, limited edition. There's only 10 out there, whatever the case is, or 100, whatever you want to do. And initially it sells for like 0.2 ETH each, right? And part of it is you get to...
What would 0.2 be? Like, what would 0.2 be?
Shoot, I mean, right now I got to do the calculations, but let's say just for simple math, it's, you know, $300, right? So $300, you know, you sell this NFT or whatever. It's only 100 of them. You make a quick 3 bands as an artist. That's cool because these artists believe that you have the trajectory that you're going to go to become the next Drake or the next Bruno Mars or Weeknd, right? But right now you're just their favorite unknown artist. As you become that big artist, the demand for the NFT is going to go up. And why is that? Because you attach utility to it that's going to create FOMO, fear of missing out, for your new fans. So like some utilities that artists do is like, you own the Lady Luck collectible, you get a, meet Lady Luck in a metaverse environment, once a quarter, or you get to meet Lady Luck in person at a meet and greet, or you get to get limited edition merch, or you get to get front row tickets at your selection of, 2 concerts per year. But what it does is it gives you that special access because you own the NFT, and the blockchain verifies that you own it, so that as you start climbing the charts, or as you start becoming more famous, or whatever the case is, there's going to be people like bidding, like, hey, I'll buy that off of you for 5 ETH, 10 ETH, right, 20 ETH. And then what that does is it raises the floor price, because when somebody else sees somebody else is buying it for that, then everybody else is going to sell it for that. If everybody's selling it for 10, 100x of what they purchased it for, that means you're going to get 10, 100x on that royalty contract. And, continuously putting out special projects like that. I think that's how artists should use NFTs. In terms of putting music out as NFTs, you can, there's nothing you should, but I think the utility, like that special thing that they're going to get, that the people outside of it are going to be like, man, I really want that. That's what it is. Because, like, for instance, Bored Ape Yacht Club, shit, their collection's worth billions now. But one of the cool things that they did was, you get invited to a special yacht party where you get to hang out with all the other NFT holders. They do airdrops. They do like all these special little things for Bored Ape Yacht Club, to the point where you got celebrities and everybody trying to get in there because they know that their celebrity friends have Bored Apes. You know what I'm saying? And that's raising the value, and it's raising the FOMO, and little things like that, experiences and utility. That's what's really going to make anybody's NFTs go crazy, is that community, and that, exclusivity of like, we're part of the cool kids club, and you got to pay to get in type of deal.
Can you NFT a sex tape?
I think you can. I think you can. You can NFT. You can NFT anything, for real.
Baby, you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah,
do
man.
you suggest for anyone that's just coming into, because I've been like, attempting to just learn more. So my friend was telling me about I think it's an app called Discord. So do you feel like that's like a good starting point for people? Because it feels like, there's a couple of artists that I know that, in the normal day-to-day, they're not so known, but in the metaverse, they're like celebs. So when they put out certain songs, there's a high demand because they're like so known in this like Discord metaverse universe. So do you feel like that's a good place to start the Discord app? Is that a good starter? And then from there, you may learn more?
100,000%. If you're an artist, you should be building the Discord community. Like the season that I'm running, starting tomorrow, that's going to be educating whoever joins it about the metaverse. I'm creating a Discord because you really want to keep your community close. You want to keep them informed. You want to, be in touch with them. So all the big NFT projects have Discords, and you just want to funnel all the Instagram followers, the TikTok followers, the Facebook followers, wherever you're getting followers at, you want to funnel them into the Discord, so that you can really like show off the art that you're doing, and direct them to OpenSea so that they can, purchase. And then you also want to get ideas from your Discord. You want it to feel like a community where they have, a say in how can we make the NFT, how can we make this Babs Bunny NFT even more popular? And you want these people in the Discord like bragging about the fact that they own a Lady Luck NFT. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically, your Discord is going to be your marketing machine. And so you want to, curate and feed your marketing machine so that they got your NFT as their profile pic. They're tweeting about it because it motivates. They're motivated by it too because they invested in it. So if they're hyping up their product, it's only going to raise the value so that they can make money. You make money. We all make money. And that's the cool thing about NFTs is like we all win when the price goes up. And how do we get the price to go up? by increasing the hype, by getting it talked about on IG pages like NFT Now, and some of these hype machines. And Clubhouse was really good for Bored Ape Yacht Club because they created this FOMO, they created this excitement. They used to go into different rooms and do ape sounds, and they'd be like, "What the hell is this?" And they all have their Bored Ape, photo and all that. Now these guys made like $500,000 on a Tuesday because they came out with an ape coin. So it's just like, you never know where the communities can go, and I think that's what's exciting NFT community. That being said, I just want to say the flip side: do your due diligence, though. Because people see that you can hype things up. You got to make sure that they're going to follow through with the hype, and they're going to follow through with the roadmap, and they intend to actually keep the project going, because they can make their money and then just like, I'm tired of it, and then just run off, and that's what's called rug. So
that sounds kind of like Kickstarter.
Yeah. Make all these promises, make the money, and then just don't do shit.
Did that. Yeah, they had all them people. TLC did that. They had all them people give money for an album. You remember? Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah.
They've had all these promises. Yeah, that's what Kickstarter is about. You go up there, you tell people, yeah, give me this bread, and you're going to have a percentage of whatever, and you're going to have extra stuff, and you're going to be the first one to get it before we release it. And yeah, people said I didn't get what I paid for. So yes. But
can you NFT a film? Someone asked in the question mark, in the questions.
Yeah, I think you can. And I think if you NFT the film, then there just has to be perks attached to the film. Like, you get to meet the actors, you get a special edition, this or that. There's got to be something that nobody else has attached to the NFT. Because if it's just a film, then like, if I can watch the film at AMC and you got the same thing I got, but it's an NFT, like, who cares? But
add your sex tape to it. You could never go wrong.
Or maybe you would have deleted scenes in it, scenes that wasn't in the movie that was available in the theater. You would have deleted scene and like a different ending or something.
Yeah, you got to have that special thing. That
it's all about exclusivity.
Sex scene, Lissa? Would an extra scene be a sex scene?
Yeah, extra scene could definitely be a sex scene.
Okay, there you go.
You feeling real sexy today.
Yeah, she almost lost her life, so she says she wants to.
We gonna talk to her about that.
So all right, boom. I got an album that's gonna drop. It's Say Songs About Yahweh. So would I be able to drop the album first, and maybe I have merch that comes with it, right? But then when that person goes to resell the album, how would they market it? Or would the album just have to be selective to them? Or when they sell it, they able to give merch away with it too? How would that work?
I think there has to be like something attached to the contract that's in somewhat perpetuity. So like if you have the Yahweh album and there's merch attached to it, you should promise to the NFT holder every year they're going to get exclusive merch, or they're going to get exclusive this every year, right? So that it's not on the NFT holder to like, can you guys hear me okay? I'm seeing the circles.
Nah, you good. You
seeing circles?
Okay. Nah, but like, I think as the NFT owner, you should say like, hey, you're going to get merch every year. Like, every spring I drop merch, but this one special piece only the NFT holder gets, or whatever the case is. So it's not on the NFT holder to have to market it, or like actually like resell anything. They're just given access to the key that opens the door to access. If that makes sense.
It has to be like something reoccurring, like something that continuously goes with the product, so that way even when they sell it, that can also transition to the new owner. It's not just you're getting the album, you still get the new merchandise that was coming with the subscription, or maybe you get a phone call for 5 minutes every 30 days with Lady Luck, or whatever it is. Has to be something reoccurring, so that way when they resell it, people still want it. You're not just wearing my pair of old sneakers, you get new shoelaces every month.
You get new sex positions.
Like, you gotta get something.
A new sex position every month. If you get a Lady Luck NFT, okay?
New positions, Maria. You hear that? All right.
Go
So,
down.
Or again, you could always drop with you know, maybe remix songs where you add verses with certain people that wasn't available to the everyday consumer. Now you have, this is the remix, you know. Let me not give too much, because now that I understand NFTs and I'm a marketing genius, it's on.
all right.
Yo, and also I want to say this too, like the metaverse can be a really cool way and an easy way for artists to connect with their fans without having to always have to have them fly out and be in your face with COVID or whatever. So like you could say like, look, we can have a meetup in the metaverse, Decentraland or Sandbox or Meta or whatever. They put on their Oculus and they get to hang out in the studio with Lady Luck and hear exclusive music.
That's the whole fact. But wait, can I say this real quick? I had somebody tell me, and it was like, wow. He's like, yo, he's creating software for people that to see their children through the meta, like people who fathers who got issues with seeing their children, or children that live in different states. They are gonna be able to go places with their kids through the meta, put this shit on, and now they at the movies or the park or they at the concert with their kids.
Yeah. I need him to break down the metaverse too, really quick. Shout out to Denisha. I want to connect you. That's my next question. And happy birthday to her, and happy birthday to Ross Santiago. Now,
happy birthday, Aries gang.
Now, and then happy birthday, Maria, again. So now my next question is, before we get to the metaverse, would you work with people? Because I've been trying to push, you know, I've been working with moms whose children were, you know, children are rappers, but they transitioned to heaven. So would you work with people, or like, let's say she wanted to drop an NFT of her son's album or wanted to put something out, would you be interested in, and how would you be hands-on, or would you, you know, show them how to do it, or would you do consultant work, or like, what would you suggest for people who they have all of this music from their children and you know, and be able to put it out?
Yeah, so one of the things that I've been doing right now is I work with this dude, Fabio, who's been in the chat. He has a app, metaverse environment called Multiverse IIR. They partner with Burning Man, and I don't want to name drop things that might be NDAs, but basically anybody that's looking to drop a project in the metaverse, or they're looking to drop an NFT and then do special events in the metaverse, I'm personally working with COO and, you know, creative director of Multiverse IIR. If you just look in the App Store, Multiverse IIR. The cool thing about that metaverse, you don't need an Oculus. You can basically create
glasses though, right?
Yeah, goggles. You don't need an Oculus, etc. So basically, I've through Clubhouse and the grace of God, I've been getting so many like really big artists and celebrities like, look, I'm trying to get in the metaverse, but I don't just work exclusively with celebrities. I work with anybody that really has something that can make an impact to the culture. And so, yeah, if they hit me, the best way to get in touch with me is if you become part of my season, because you become a part of my private Discord where I bring in a lot of plugs. So Multiverse IR is one, and then Infinite Reality. If you go to ir.xyz, I'm working with Ray J because I have a startup with his mom.
Ray J, everything.
Anything, Ray, listen. Let me tell you something. I've been getting hits like, yo, go on Bigo. I'm like, Bigo, what the fuck is that? I looked at it. I said, nah, this ain't for me. I seen Ray J on it. I said, I'm going. Anywhere Ray J is at, I know it's money involved. All you gotta do is say Ray J's there. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way.
That's right, Willie Norwood.
Just that, you know, so would you be able, like, let's say there's an NFT and you sell with the NFT, I'm gonna drop an album, and you get exclusive tickets to my concert in the meta world. Does that work as well?
That works as well. And my man Fabio, Multiverse IR, can set that up, and so can ir.xyz. They're like, you know,
follow Fabio then, man. I see him heavy in the comments.
Fabio, follow us. Okay, I got all
man.
For the meta world. All my shit popping, son.
Yo, Fabio, I just followed you. Follow back, man. So, okay, now for Christmas, I bought everybody Oculus. My nephews don't even use the Oculus. They're still on PlayStation. So, can you explain the metaverse to us?
Yeah,
And
man. So, yeah, I mean, I like to keep things simple, and I think that's why people will like, talking to me about it, because I don't get too technical. But it's just like Clubhouse, or it's just like what we're doing right now, in the sense that it's a way for people that are in random parts of the world to come together and like build community, build relationships, share experiences, right? The big difference is, instead of it being an avatar or a FaceTime, or like a profile pic that's static and just voice, or like a FaceTime, you get to actually put on virtual reality goggles, which right now are Oculus, and I'm sure there's be other technology that comes out, so that you feel and look like you're in a different world. And right now the world is, I would say, Atari, or like the regular Nintendo. But as the technology gets better, it's going to feel more like what we're dealing with now, which is like PS5, where our avatars are going to kind of look and feel like we are now. I'd say that's like 10 years away, but if we invest in the platforms and the tokens that are going to eventually become Nintendo to PS5, then we're going to basically go from $5 a Bitcoin and up, right? And that's what it's about. It's like ownership, plus being the first to create a service in the metaverse. So if Babs is like, I'm going to be the first to create a strip club in the metaverse, and it pops off, then like, you know what I'm saying? Then
Welcome
like,
to the Bunny Ranch, baby.
the Bunny Ranch, the metaverse, baby. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you can really monetize the hell out of that. You can make it so that you have to have a certain amount of tokens to get in. You got to pay Babs that, and those tokens are going to increase in value. There's just like so much cool shit you can take from the real world. Like, if you're a concert promoter, you can become a concert promoter in the metaverse. If you're a real estate agent, you can become a real estate agent in the metaverse. Like, if you do billboards in the real world, you can build out billboards in the metaverse and charge people for the space. So like, it's basically going to create new worlds ultimately, and new worlds where you can buy real estate, where you can create events, where you can create experiences and create.
They got stores now where you can buy like merch in the meta, and now you got the big companies that's linking the actual physical product with the meta, where you could order certain things, and then like, it's crazy. But you're right, because I'm learning, and I'm dealing with somebody right now, so I do know that everything, like you said, is very Atari. Because when I first seen it, I'm like, you telling me you lit? This ain't lit? What the fuck? I'm like, this look like my son made this. And he's like, nah, this is how it is. I'm thinking he trying to play me. I said, nah, I ain't. Where's the guy who got the good graphics? He like, look, girl, these are the graphics. So I'm learning, but I know it's gonna be a lot of stuff. It can be scary, because now they're gonna have people where they're gonna be trained like voices, and being able to sit with people that passed away and bringing them back into the meta. It's about to get crazy. And so yeah.
And real quick, the reason why I partnered with Fabio is because if you download Multiverse IR, it looks and feels a lot more advanced than Decentraland. Like Snoop Dogg's environment, it looks like Legos walking around, right? But like, Multiverse IR really has more of a actual human feel to it. Somnium Space.
Where do you download on the Oculus?
So you download it on your, you can download it on your phone, but you can also download it on your Oculus, yeah. And so you can be in your Oculus and Multiverse. But what I like about Multiverse too is you can also just like walk around the metaverse environment on your phone with your avatar. And I'll post on an IG story a screen recording of me like dancing in the club with my friends in Multiverse.
Well, we need to talk to you about
everything.
Yeah, everything. Definitely after the show, but more as far as us being able to have some type of ownership. Because right now, a lot of people, it's like Instagram, right? Like we make our pages and we giving content, but we don't own it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out, how do I get some type of ownership? I don't want to create these worlds and all of this stuff on a platform, which is they're just getting the money. That's why I got off a Clubhouse. When I'm on Clubhouse, I see all these people, and they just talk. I said, who getting paid for all this good? I need to get paid information. You know what I mean? So
I respect that.
We gotta be so ahead of the game to where we could lock in and get some form of ownership, some type of percentage, because we give so much free content away, and then we try to figure out how to get paid afterwards. Like, oh, buy a badge, or hey, on YouTube, how they have super
Buy a
chat.
badge.
Oh, super chat, yeah, buy a badge.
Yeah, buy a badge. Yeah, buy a badge.
Please buy a badge. But
yeah,
this is what we do after the fact. You know what I mean? We try to create ways to try to get money after we built up all of the content that they're getting paid for, my Black brother. So yes, I need to pick your brain. Yes.
So Babs have Queen of the Ring. It is the #1 female battle league in the world, right?
We need to talk to him about that offline.
I have a question though.
Bitch.
It's not about that. I mean, I think that she's right. Like certain things, it's like, yeah, we want to give people gems, but certain things should be offline. But what my question is to you, Jarrett, is
wait, I didn't hear her. What she said?
Really quick, right? So every time you learn something new, you get a wrinkle on your brain. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see my brain expanding.
Come on, Mama Donna told you about that.
You can see. Right now, I'm trying to absorb all this information. You keep playing with me, Lissa. All right, go ahead, Lissa. you keep. Mama Donna told you about that, okay?
And real quick, I just want to acknowledge what Bab said too. That's why, like, the gems that I really got, and the access and the knowledge and the people I really want to put people onto, like, I'm giving y'all like a little bit, and I'll give y'all more all the time because y'all are a fan. But like, I'm giving like IG Live like the little bit just to like give them a seed that can grow. But the thing is though, like, you got to put stuff behind paywalls that you can have ownership of. And I actually have ownership of the app that I'll be doing this Metaversity. It's only $30, so I'm not trying to like break people's pockets. $30 for 5 episodes, like $6 per episode. Yeah, but my goal is to give you like $30,000 worth of game and access, and actually hook you up with people that can give you joint venture partnerships in the metaverse. So if you create a Lady Luckland and revenue comes in, you're doing a revenue split directly with the owners versus buy a badge in my Lady Luckland type stuff and you're getting crumbs. So like, and that's what's so exciting right now. Like, it's a race to see who can create the best metaverse. And for me, it's a race for me to figure out how can I get in touch with the decision makers, the people that really are building it and doing it, so that my people can actually have access to them, so that we can create like really good deals, like, you know, like the deal that Master P did with the record labels that flipped the game on his head, or Cash Money, right? And it freaked people out because they're like, oh damn, they were giving them too much money. I want to be like the Master P, Cash Money of the metaverse.
And that's why y'all gotta come together. You know, like, as far as all of the of us, our people with this knowledge, gotta get the fear out of just come together and create, so we can really have our own. And for those who smoke a lot of marijuana and need it to be told to them in a different way, once I learn, I will be able to break it down to you. I'm gonna give, meta, crypto, marijuana type of classes where the weed smokers could understand, because sometimes it be so much and they be like,
ganja verse.
You know what I mean? The ganja verse.
They got dispensaries in the metaverse. It's
so you smoking crypto ganja? Like, my question to you before, because I don't know, that's big business. Like, that's so crazy.
Listen,
like, so like your avatar is smoking.
I'm looking up that domain after this, cryptocookies.com, man. Nah, but I'm actually talking to a major artist that has a weed line about doing a dispensary in the metaverse.
Where's Khalifa?
I can't say, but like, you can't smoke weed. You can't smoke weed in the metaverse yet, obviously. But if you like have access to the dispensaries in the metaverse or whatever, you get exclusive products shipped to you. Okay. Buying it through tokens. And also, I hooked up during NFT LA. There's this company I won't name yet because we don't have an actual partnership yet, but we will soon. They can build out tokens for Lady Luck, like a Lady Luck token. And so people buy the Lady Luck token, they get access to, your NFT gallery, they get access to your metaverse environment, they get access to exclusive music, exclusive merch. It's kind of similar to, NFTs, but
They
accepted.
get access to Rocco, because that's what she talks about on the
All right,
show.
Miss Lissa had
Yeah, I want to ask my question. So,
Please go.
first of all, I don't have a metaverse yet, but I do have a website. You can go to misslissaknows.com and you'll get exclusive deals and much more. Enter the code crypto and you'll save some currency. Now, my question to you is, with like social media already changed how people engage. Like my cousin, when he was 13 years old, he had a crush on this girl that he rode the bus with every day, but they would text. He never spoke to her in actual life, only via text message on the same bus, literally. Like they don't know how to engage these kids. So do you feel like the metaverse is going to deplete that engagement in real life as well? Or do you feel like that's going to help us?
I think it's gonna be a mix of both. It really just depends on your personality and like how confident you are in real life. I feel like people that get absorbed into the internet or get absorbed in social media just don't have that confidence when it comes to real life. So the social media, the internet gives you an opportunity to kind of recreate yourself. And in the metaverse, you know, you could not be that attractive, but you can have a hell of attractive avatar with fly Gucci gear, you know, and yada yada. And by the way, they did a fashion show or fashion week in the metaverse. So like the fashion and Nike's in the metaverse.
Yeah, Nike, Gucci.
Karl Lagerfeld made millions off of NFTs in the metaverse. So like that's going to be a real thing. So you can like flex in the metaverse. So yeah, I think there are going to be people that are on their goggles all day, obsessed with being in the metaverse because that's where they are the shit, and they're not really the shit in real life.
Like Sims.
Instagram, like Instagram.
Like Sims. Remember
just
Sims?
like Instagram. You know,
like some of y'all on Instagram.
But people had their own life in Sims too, and people was really addicted to Sims. I just feel like if you're being raised in this type of environment, then this is just what you're gonna know. And I'm just so grateful. I mean, I'm older, but I still have pieces of, not having it, knowing how to function and talk to people. But these kids now, everybody, they go to a birthday party and everybody's in the birthday party on a tablet. Like that's the party. Everybody's looking down on the tablet.
Unless I'm hosting it. If you're looking for a host, I host kids parties, older generation parties, bar mitzvah. If your baby daddy is just coming home from jail, I can host the hell out of that party. Just email misslissaknows@gmail.com. Tonight I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club. If you like comedy, I like to make you laugh. It's on 54th Street between 8th and 7th Avenues. Just hit the link in my bio and get those
Do you do personal like stand up? Like if I wanted to book you for like a private event where it's just like me.
You want like a private stand up, or you want
like me?
You want sit down comedy?
You just coming in like it's just me.
Yeah, you know when I come on, I'm like all eyes on me, and then I pull out the paddle just like in Players Club. No. Yeah. Private parties. Sometimes you gotta use what you got to get what you want. We don't all got regular diamond.
Hey man,
there's nothing wrong with being professional and having fun at the same time. You gotta know
and I'm gonna do comedy in the crypto universe.
But I have now if I wanted to do the let's go back to the strip club. Now I have a green. Would I need would I need the girl to dance in front of the green screen, or would I need somebody to design this girl?
He'll tell you after the show.
Word, you giving out all that. Now, this is not the metaverse, but it might be the Twilight Zone. There were people that went to a club, and unbeknownst to them, it turned into a funeral service. The artist was propped up, and it was his actual dead body in a club, and the club owners issued an apology. They said they were not aware this was going to transpire.
Celebration of life for real.
That's a fact. They got my man propped up for real.
This is nothing new.
On the last night club.
Well, that's not the metaverse. That's the Twilight Zone. So you saying it's nothing new? So you've been to a funeral
back in the day?
They prop the body
back in the day, they used to take pictures of the dead like that. They would get them fully dressed, sit them up in positions on the couch, all of that, and take pictures of them.
Bernie's?
Like you can look that up. It's real. So
and they've had that. I've seen that in other countries. I think this is something like they've had that out in LA and everything. They put them in the cars. They do all of that. So would you have suggested they do that in the metaverse? Because he's
I don't even laugh. God rest the dead.
yeah, he's a rapper as well. Would you have suggested that they did that a concert for him in the metaverse opposed to propping him up in real life in the club?
Yeah, I think what metaverse does is it eliminates the barrier of entry for anybody around the world. So if you want to have a funeral service in the metaverse, your fans in Japan, your fans in Denmark, your fans in, you know, Chile can put on the Oculus and we can all be in the same place, you know, honoring this person, and we can, you know, basically have a token to enter into the funeral that pays for the real service in real life, or it pays for, you know, college tuition. And my boy Fabio hit me up. He says dancers in the strip club can receive tips as NFTs or utilities such as bikini pieces, customized.
Oh man, I need this. I need this.
I accept crypto as well.
the Bunny Ranch, we gonna get it popping. Luck, listen.
Yeah, but yeah,
Madam,
like so,
Madam
like
Luck
what?
Souffle.
Because here's the thing, like people just want access to like people, right? So like if you are like fine in real life and you're on Instagram saying, hey, I'm going to the metaverse and I'll be doing lap dances with you, obviously you're not going to be able to see like what's really going on, but maybe, you know, as a portion of the lap dance that you have in the metaverse, you get to have a video cam session in real life. And you know, whatever the case is, that could be one way of doing it. Another way would be just that in the metaverse, you can have a conversation with who's a famous Instagram model. I don't know, whatever. I won't name any names, but you get
That's
to
right, you won't.
Miss
Shout
Lissa.
out to them.
Hey, Miss Lissa.
Me.
Miss Lissa, right? Yeah. So you get a lap dance from Miss Lissa in the metaverse, but you also get
No.
to have a conversation with her, or not intimate, but like whatever. You get to have a conversation with her. That's worth the price of admission for some people. And yeah, you could do that over the phone, right? But the metaverse is just an experience. It creates FOMO in the sense that only like I'd say 0.5% of people are actually in the metaverse. And it feels like a lot more because we're around a lot of early adopters and around people that are like cutting edge in entertainment and technology. But really, nobody really knows about this stuff. So you come off so impressive by saying, look, man, I was at this concert with Travis Scott in the metaverse, and then I went to the strip club, and then I bought this NFT sex tape. You know, like the market as it becomes more and more known from 0.5% to 1% to 2% to 3%, that's more people that are going to be fighting for your projects, your properties, your NFTs, fighting to get into your metaverses. So like, if we build it, they will come for sure.
How?
It's just like what we're doing right now is we're creating the awareness of it.
So, but how do you get into it? Let's say that I have a great idea. Let's say the Bunny Ranch. We have a great idea. How do we get it from an idea to on the metaverse?
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Holla at me.
I think he want to protect his intellectual property at this point. That's what I'm saying. Like, baby,
link
you
in
out here
bio,
trying to
baby.
give away
Let's
the free
go.
game.
I only got 90
That's where you
thoughts.
gotta contact Jarrett.
Look, the link is in my bio.
There you go.
You'll be part of a special Discord, and I literally have access to the founders or the builders in these environments, NFT marketers. Like, I could have a marketplace of people that can provide service for you in the metaverse, and we can just kind of like shop around. You want to do something in all space? You want to do some Centraland?
Are they NDAs, or we trust Jarrett because Jarrett is sent from God and God is watching us from a distance?
I'm down to send it. I'm always down to sign an NDA. I mean, me and Fabio got an NDA.
For me.
I like contracts.
Yeah, with
I don't
you.
like when people don't like contracts and agreements. If you shady, just say that.
No. Jarrett is off.
No, I'm not talking about Jarrett. I'm talking about anybody that's uncomfortable with that. Like, that shouldn't even be a question to ask Jarrett. Like, who's going into business just taking people's word? Like, other than Akon, because Akon told me in Africa they don't have contracts. He said in Africa they literally take your word and your handshake is your bond. But this is not Africa. Nope. This is the metaverse.
That's how they robbed the McDonald brothers. They shook their hands.
Any really good ideas? Protect that. Trademark it, patent it, NDA it, protect yourself at all costs, at all times. I'm a good guy. I'm not shady, but send me an NDA. I'll sign it all day.
Okay. That's
And now, hopefully, there's no police brutality in the metaverse, because it's definitely happening in the universe. But you know, one thing for sure is that dogs can tell who the aggressor is. And in this next order, there was a police officer that was acting a little too aggressive, and his partner in crime, his best friend, his dog, showed him who was the wrong one in the situation. Let's take a look.
Well, he actually. What he do? He ain't do that. Oh my God!
Hey, let's go, dog.
Oh my God! The dog was like, "Wait a second now, partner. What the hell you doing to them?" So hopefully there's none of that happening. Is there police in the metaverse? Like, is there a phone call to call when things start getting crazy in the metaverse?
Not yet, man. Not yet. Right now, the metaverse is under control. But I don't know, man. 5-10 years from now, when there's like actual cities in the metaverse and things like that, maybe there will need to be. But
No, that was the girl who said she got raped in the metaverse.
Okay, that's
man,
great.
She was sexually assaulted because they were verbally being crazy with her. But how do y'all feel about this video with this police officer and the dog?
Shout out.
Holla at the Bunny Security that I will have a security company in the metaverse. So if you need security to hold y'all down, you know, holla at me. I provide that.
No. Shout out to the dog. You know who was sticking up for what was righteous. We need more dogs on the force like that. But I heard like Chase Bank is actually giving loans out for property in there. Me and one of my friends, she was interested in buying property space in the metaverse, but she said it's all sold up, and now people are buying it and they're selling it at a bigger price. Is there a certain amount of space in the metaverse, like it's only the size of New York, or is there still property available for people to buy?
so different metaverse environments have different amounts of availability of land. But I would say like Decentraland has done a good job of creating FOMO and scarcity of their land so that, you know, people can basically only buy land on the secondary market. So I buy it for 1,000. And then, you know, if you want land, you got to buy it from me for 10,000, 20,000. But in Fabio and the Multiverse IIR, there's no need to buy land, which I like that too. Because if you're somebody that's just trying to be creating experiences and just monetize your community, then you don't want to have to buy land and all that kind of stuff. You just want to create it with the owners, and then you can basically have NFT galleries or whatever within it. And that's how like Multiverse or IR.XYZ Infinite Reality, that's how they make money. Decentraland, they just want to sell land, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to sell land, etc. And Snoop Dogg bought land. JP Morgan Chase is in Decentraland. So like they're doing a great job of attracting the fucking fashion show. Fashion Week in the metaverse was in Decentraland. So like a place like Decentraland, that's a place where if you buy real estate, it's probably a good investment because it's going to increase. But there's other metaverse environments where you don't have to actually buy real estate. You can just partner with, you know, the founders and then build something out. If you're just a regular person, you might have to just buy land and then find somebody that's like an architect in the metaverse. But multiverse as a service, you know, can be tokenized. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff Fabio's blowing me up because he's all excited about this conversation. So we're definitely gonna
They're not telling me to ask all of the questions that I want to ask, and we're definitely gonna be on your head, Jarrett, because this is a whole new thing. You and I were speaking initially. This is way before everything happened. So we definitely appreciate you coming on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $30 to sign up for the class. The link is in his bio. Please tell everybody how they can follow you. We just came up with so many different ideas on this show, and these ladies are not going to let me move on without harassing you. So please tell everybody again where they can follow you and learn about this class. $30, and you're getting $30,000 worth of game. Please let them know.
Yeah, so the link is in my IG bio. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm still doing my thing on Clubhouse, and I'm still doing my thing I'm on LinkedIn. I don't know if my name is completely on Instagram, but I'm on LinkedIn as well, doing stuff there. But Voices, it's an app called Voices. And Lady Luck, if you'd like to do a show on Voices, they're paying creators. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's no.
Bacon, egg, and cheese show.
Yeah, put the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show up in Voices, you know what I'm saying? And you get to have ownership of the app through tokens, and it's a DAO, which you didn't even get into. You know, we'll get into it in my metaversity, but basically click the link in my bio. It's on iOS, $30, 5 episodes. We're going to be bringing in people like Fabio. We're going to be talking about Altspace, Decentraland, Meta, Sandbox, CryptoVoxels, Blocktopia. We're going to talk about all these environments in detail, though, and then we have a Discord where every time I meet somebody that's the plug, I'm bringing them in, and they're going to offer up services so that if you're like, I want to do something, you'll have 5 options to do it. I want to buy land, you'll have 5 options to do it. I want to buy tokens, you'll be able to have real tangible understanding of where the tokens are going and what is the actual roadmap for these environments. I will not lead anybody astray. We're going to have a good time. We're going to build community. And if you want access to me, like the easiest thing is just to be part of the season and be part of the Discord, because I plan on growing this thing out. And, you know, you got NFT projects, you got this and that. It's going to be a really cool community to collaborate with. So check out the link in my bio. The first episode is tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We'll record the episodes and put them in the Discord. So if you're at work, you miss them, you'll be able to see it later. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I guess just connect with me in the season, and it's going to be lit. And then follow me on Instagram, and I'll promote everything I'm doing on like Clubhouse. Also, Twitter Spaces. I've been going crazy on Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces has an amazing community of NFT, crypto, metaverse, thought leaders, and we have huge rooms where you can really hype up your projects too. Like if you want to hype up a Lady Luck NFT, start a Twitter Spaces or hop on a Twitter Space that's 2,000 people where they're promoting NFTs and talk about it there. And that way you can collaborate with a lot of the people that are really making it happen. So on Twitter Spaces, I'll throw it into the chat real quick. It's Dr. NYC. I'm doing a lot of stuff in tech. So DOCTA NYC. And I think I have an Instagram post. One of my Instagram posts is of like me saying, hey, I'm about to go on Twitter Spaces. I had 1,000 followers at the time. I now have almost 16,000. And a lot of those 16,000 are like NFT, crypto, metaverse, tech people. And I meet them in person, and that's how I'm, you know, meeting the Fabios and this and that. So anyways, click the link in my bio, follow me on Instagram, and then I'll lead you to everywhere else I'm at where the connection can be made. But if you be a part of the season, you be part of a special Discord where I'm going to really be dropping gems and all the stuff that we kind of like, hush, hush, let's not talk about it here. I'm going to talk about in the Discord. And I'm not, for me, the reason why I've been blessed is like, I'm on some no stingy energy. Like the more you give, the more you get. So like, I'm about giving, but like Bab said though, there's certain, you know, diminishing returns when you're just giving, and you're not getting anything in return. So we got to like balance it out. And that's why like I'm testing out the season of Voices to see like, will people pay $30 to get like what I'm about to give them? But I think after this season, like the price is definitely going to go up to get in part of
Today's price is not
yesterday's price. And let me speak to the people in a different tone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about? Holla at my guy right here, because he gonna get you right. You know what I mean? You want to learn about the meta? You better holla at my guy right here. He's gonna get you right. You want to learn about that crypto? It's lit, bro. Holla at my guy right here. It's the lit situation. Get you way ahead of the game. Get your kids right. Don't cheat yourself. Right. Treat yourself. You know, take that 30 and make it worthy. There you go.
I know people are scared that their kids are going to be out of touch with reality, but allow your kids to get into Roblox. Allow your kids to get into.
Love that.
Allow your kids to Oculus. You're going to set them up to be in a great position when they're 18.
That's crazy because my daughter, I got it. She has an Oculus, and we got it for her when it first got out. I don't like it because I feel like it throws off my equilibrium. But I have been letting her, you know, earn the right to use it. We have to, like, you know, make them earn it. You know, don't just give it to them freely.
That's all the parents.
Face. We got to do this. Jarrett, we had Jarrett for an hour, ladies and gentlemen. If you ask
one second, look, let me just say this real quick. It's very important. I just want to say I'm sorry to all the parents, and this is not just black people, but you know, anybody of color. Please take advantage of the free coding classes that they have for children. Get your children on board early. Teach them to be bosses, not workers. We know we have way more information than our parents had, and it's our duty to give it to our children because they are going to be the ones that's running the world. If you feel me, when you're looking at the youth, you got to be like, wow, they're running the world. So I just want to say that. Tap in.
Jarrett, thank you for your time, man. Because, you know, money, we could always get it back, but time is something that we can't get back. So I appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on Instagram, don't ask, Miss Wiley, don't ask about his LinkedIn. Follow him right there. I done tagged him right there at the bottom. We're gonna get into a few topics before we get out of here because we came on a little bit late today. But Jarrett, we thank you for your time. I will definitely be in your DM. I'll be in your text messages everywhere you at because me, Babs, and Miss Lissa have ways that we can make money together. So we definitely appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Thank you for having me. We'll talk.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Follow Doc Taj right here on Instagram, and it will lead you to everywhere else that you need to go.
Yeah, Dr. J. That's what that is.
Oh, Dr. J. See, I thought it was Doc Taj. I thought it was exotic.
Yo, she went and turned into Erykah Badu on us. She was that Dr. Taja, okay?
Dr. Taj.
Right,
what we're gonna do is burn some sage or some sage.
Yo. Thank you, Taj.
Burn some sage.
Jarrett.
I wanted to play a game, so while y'all was talking, I
don't want to play no games with Babs.
I put together. I was gonna play with Dr. J, but I put together
Babs. I'm ready.
Okay, I put together like 5 questions, like a little quick round of Ratchet Feud. I wanted to play with Dr. J, but you know, because I felt like he wasn't ratchet at all, so I thought his answers was going to be crazy. But to anyone watching the show, please don't forget to subscribe to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and hit the search box, type in Bacon, Egg, the letter N, Cheese Show, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we have a lot of exclusive content and more videos being dropped. And we always forget, we are not a podcast. We are a daytime talk show, but we are available on all podcasting platforms. So iHeart, iTunes, podcast. Excuse me?
Can we bring somebody up to play with us?
Sure. Google Play, Stitcher, iHeart Media, wherever you listen to podcasts, we are available. The Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show is growing, so we want to be available wherever you like to experience your entertainment. So we're going to have someone pull up for Ratchet Feud. If it feels like they're in a different place, we're going to get rid of them. Hello, what's your name? Where are you from?
What's going on? Hey, Sharif, I'm in the metaverse.
Look at you. Okay, so we're going to play a quick round of Ratchet Feud.
Wait,
so
do you have light, Sharif? Is it nighttime where you at?
Well, now you want light, but you had your wife on the show with no light. That's what Babs was saying.
No, I'm in the parking lot.
Why is it nighttime?
I'm in the garage.
Not that type of light. Jesus, help him. There we go.
What's up with you?
All right.
Is that Afion Crockett? Who is that?
He's in the Twilight Zone.
All right. Well, welcome, sir. So the way
where's the show at tonight?
My show is going to be at Broadway Comedy Club in the city, and then tomorrow I'll be in the Village. Are you in New York City?
I'm in Jersey, not too far.
Pull up, stop playing. You know, it's that just that simple.
Holla at my girl Lissa because me and Babs, we have to vet everyone trying to holla at Lissa. All right, with your fine ass. Okay, go ahead, Lissa. You gonna? Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, because what's happening here might be what God wants. Okay, sometimes life turns you upside down and all around, and while you in the parking lot, God is trying to put somebody in the space between your heart, you know? So the way this game works, if you're new to the show, anyone watching, just like the last round on Family Feud, we're going to go through 5 questions. But in this case, we surveyed 100 ratchet folks. So we need you to give us your most gangsterous answers to this. Are you ready?
Born ready. What's up?
Okay. Name a color you see in a gang war.
White.
Luck, will name a color you see in the gang war.
Red.
Babs. Because that's what I'm saying. We should have so I don't know, because we bringing him up. So everybody just going to give their answers. That's it. Babs is gone. So now we're going to name the cheapest person in your family.
The dog.
Who?
My dog.
Okay.
No.
Luck, who's the cheapest person in your family?
My dad, because he was a Rolling Stone. He never
Okay, we're going to go through the number one answers at the end. Welcome back, Bunny. Bunny, who's the cheapest person in your family, and name a color you see in a gang war?
The cheapest person in my family is my dad. The color that you see in the gang war is red.
Now, and everyone in the comments, just drop your answers in the comments. There's no wrong answers. We're just having fun. Name something that only ghetto people use as Tupperware, hood people, ratchet folks, something that's not traditionally known as Tupperware, but we're going to use it.
Plastic bags.
Okay, sir, what about you? Same answer.
You can't duplicate her answer. That's a part of the rules. You gotta have a now. That we know we're gonna keep from Family Feud. You cannot duplicate the answer.
Okay. What's the question again? I'm sorry.
Name something that only ratchet folks use as Tupperware.
Tupperware foil.
Okay, and Luck?
Butter containers.
Hello. Now,
yo, because aluminum foil could be expensive. If you getting it from the dollar store, it's gonna rip as soon as you try to pull it.
Name a place black folks hate to go. Sir, you first.
What'd you say?
Name a place black folks hate to go.
Supermarket.
Wait, you giving me Libra vibes. What is your sign?
Yo, my son hate going to the supermarket.
What is your sign, sir? I need to know your sign.
1:30.
I'm an Aries.
Okay, happy belated happy early birthday.
Look at that. Shout out Aries Game. My son hates the supermarket.
My father's an Aries.
Look,
what's your answer?
The doctor or the dentist.
And then you, Bunny, what's the place that black people hate to go?
Jail.
Name something you probably can't buy yet, but you should be able to buy with cryptocurrency.
Haircut.
What's that mean? These lap dances are coming soon. Don't worry. Okay. Me, sir, name something that not yet you can name something you can't yet buy with cryptocurrency, but you should.
That drip, a haircut, something like that.
And you, Lady Luck?
Pussy.
Okay, D, let's go through our number one answers. Name a color you see in the gang war. The number one answer was red. If you said red, you have the number one answer. Cheapest person in the family, a deadbeat dad. You already know, baby. Name something you can use as Tupperware, and you know it's the country crock or any butter container. That is the number one answer. Name a place black people hate to go. Court. Okay, we don't care if it is for, jury duty, child support court. We don't like that. We don't even like going to the food court. Name something you can't buy yet with cryptocurrency, but you should. It was a tie between Ace and bundles. So, sir, you got that right because you said a haircut. Thank you so much for playing the game. And if you are in the area, please do stop by the comedy show.
And happy birthday to Dre Day and INC. Make sure Dre Day, you pull up to Miss Lissa's show tonight. Thank you for joining the Bacon Egg.
Yeah, follow me.
Aries gang, I don't even
follow me back, baby.
I got a party April 8th in New York City.
Aries, however you say it. But I'm Libra gang all day. Yeah.
We can't hear him, Bunny. What he said?
Yeah, April 8th, I'm a DM y'all. It's a party, New York City. My man opening up a club. He needs y'all to be there.
Well, Miss Lissa needs to host the show, so we'll talk about that. So, Dre Day, make sure you DM us, all right?
All right.
And follow
Enjoy
that.
day.
Don't be Team
All
Wet.
right, Dre Day. Have a great day.
Well, his fine ass, Miss Lissa, all the fine light-skinned men love you. If only they knew how
All
you...
the wavy light-skinned brothers is loving me now, but I
All
like
the
them around
wavy.
midnight
Mr. Hunt
30,
is
okay?
your
I
body.
like a midnight 30. But I do. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
gonna-
you're going to have to change it up. Obviously, the man up above is saying, listen, we brightening your day. That's where we got
My daughter's father was light-skinned. I thought I was fixing it by going to the other side.
You heard Pop Smoke?
Yeah.
Like a light skin. Yellow.
Now, before,
I don't discriminate.
Before we go, I want to know how Bunny almost lost her life last night. That's why she fucked up my morning. Go ahead, Bunny. Tell us what happened.
Well, I'm not going to get into the whole story, but I will say that God is good and that I almost was in an astral world experience last night where I was being crushed and I couldn't breathe. And it's hard for me to really talk about it because I was talking about it with Debo this morning and I started crying because it was just so scary. And I'm looking at the security and I'm telling him, this black man right in front of me like this. And I'm like, yo, get me out of here. I can't breathe. And he's like, oh, well, like, die, basically, like, die. And so it made me, I woke up this morning and I'm thinking about all them people that lost their life that was crushed and how they were saying that nobody really cared. And so, like, that's how I felt. Like, nobody care. I'm dead right here. And I look behind me and there's so many people behind me just pushing forward. And it's a fucking gate right here. And I'm backed into the gate and I feel my chest. It was just scary. One of the scariest moments I ever been in. I'm just tell you people, be safe. It's real. You can really, as we know, a lot of people lost their life and you can really get crushed to death. And who goes out and get dressed and, you know, go to have a good time and think that they're not going to make it home. So to be in that moment where you just like, yeah, it's scary.
Well, I'm glad you made it because that would have sucked. You know, to know that. You know, just
Speaking of suck.
Hey, yo.
Speaking of suck.
Hey, yo.
A woman says that if a woman doesn't want to have sex, but a man does, he should force himself on her because other than that, he has low boundaries. Let's go to the video. I definitely want to know what y'all feel about this.
If it's her man, even if it's her husband, a woman can want to have sex with a man and he's not be in the mood, and she could force herself onto him. But even if we're married or not, if I want to have sex with you and you don't want to, and I force it, it's rape at all levels.
It's not my fault that you have very low boundaries because women, we stick it to it. If I want to have sex with you, I'm not gonna have sex with you. And honestly, y'all get pity pussy a lot,
bro.
But
let me
let's be round. You don't. Yeah, I'm gonna say what I said.
It ain't my fault that you got low boundaries. Imagine a nigga. Imagine just.
Wait, no.
I'm not gonna change it. Imagine a nigga, right? Forcing himself on a chick, on his wife. Let's just go wife, right? And he says, "It ain't my fault. You got low boundaries." What? That ain't never gonna fly.
Well, no, but look.
Let's say even if it's her man, even if it's her husband.
Thoughts, ladies?
Can't no woman force. Listen, my guy. That's it. No means no, and that go both ways. Period. And men gotta start standing up for themselves. And people laugh at them when they be like, "Oh, this woman took advantage of me. This woman R-word me." Like at the end of the day, men have rights too, and so women need to respect that. Period. I'm not with that at all.
I would say in my whole life, you know, I always was under the assumption no means no, you know, and I have been with girls where they've said no, and I said okay, and I went to sleep, and then they were like, yo, why you didn't do it with me? I said, because you said no, and they were like, well, I didn't mean that. There are people out here. The unpopular opinion stems from women who were molested or raped as children. And the unpopular opinion is that there's a lot of things that stems from childhood. And there are women out here who like they're down with the R word. You know what I'm saying? If they're in a relationship with somebody or something like that. Again, I have.
Is that role playing?
Nah, like I
No, like some women like men that are sexually aggressive. So
yeah.
some women that they want you to,
Yeah, like if you say no and they be like that, and we, you know what I'm saying, we gonna do it. There are women who are out there who are into that, because when somebody told me no, they got mad that I listened to what they told me, and I'm like,
but that's role playing. They wanted to role play with you.
Roles. There's jail. There's people who played the role and went to jail.
But that's why you gotta have that established up front. Like, what type of roles we playing here?
I'm not. No means no, and I want you to know that if I say no, I mean no. I mean no. I'm not playing no roles. I'm not playing no games. If I say no, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep, then that's what it is. But there are people out here who have been touched or you know, whatever before they. I always say before they. I was in the strip club for 10 years. Not as a dancer. I was dating a dancer, and I have realized that in my experience, in my unprofessional experience, that I know that 90 to 95% of the women who are sexually free and promiscuous or things of that nature, their flower was touched before they finished blossoming. And I would just, you know, that's just my experience, because every girl that I know who, you know, who I have encountered, when I speak to them on that type of level, will tell you like, yo, when I was this age or that I was that age. So I'm just saying, in my personal experience with the women that I have met and the women that I've talked to, it stems from them being touched before they flowers have blossomed. So if we were able to talk to that young lady, in my experience, 9 times out of 10, she's one of those ladies that falls in that category.
But let me just say this too: it's a lot of men who flowers get touched before.
Of course.
Who trees get touched before they, you know, grow to the full tree. And a lot of times, guys, you know, they hold it in. They don't even tell you, either later on in life, and it goes over a lot of people's head. And so I would say that it affects both ways. But just no means no. And I'm here for role playing, but we might have to sign some paperwork, because I don't need you to get upset with me. But not for nothing, it was a girl who role played with a guy. She tied him up and then she poked him up, and yeah, he's a memory right now, and she's locked up for it too. Like,
it's Monday.
Yeah, she took the role a little too far. She was a method actor. She went all the way.
Yo, it's Monday. It's too early. It's a Monday. Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. Shout out to Bunny. I'm glad you made it through this weekend. One of my best friend, my whole I just want to shout her out. She's actually doing the news today. My best friend Kira. She was in the park this weekend down in Atlanta, South Atlanta. She was walking back to her car. A gentleman complimented her daughter, said, "Your daughter is cute." She said, then he turned to the group of guys he was with, and they was like, "Keep talking shit," and it's on. And within 30 seconds, 54 shots were shot at the park. My friend is totally traumatized. She had to jump on top of her daughter. And the gentleman who complimented her daughter, I don't know if he's still with us, but I know that she said he was the one who was on the ground, the one who started the whole thing. He was the one who got hit up. She sent a video. I sent it to y'all chat. She has 10 gunshots in her car. Her car is absolutely totaled. And if you look at the car, I sent it to the chat. And her baby seat, if you look at the video, we can put it on the BEC page, on her baby seat. There's so many gunshots that went through there. So I would have never been the same if something had happened to my friend, especially in that manner. So I would like to say gun violence is out of control throughout our entire community. In the words of Heather B, all Glocks down. I'm begging y'all to please put the guns down, because we are out of control. I hate to end the show on such a sad note.
I'm sorry I didn't see that about your friend.
Yeah.
Prayers to your friend.
Yeah, so shout out to Kira. And you know, my friend might need therapy after this, and the insurance company is not covering her car. Her car is completely totaled. So especially down here in Atlanta and just across the board, you know, everything that's going on. You know, you guys are shooting at parks where children are, and I think that is totally out of control. And I think that this new generation, we need some type of U-Haul or rehaul, or however the haul is. So ladies and gentlemen, please be safe out here. Pray for your loved ones, and appreciate every day that you have off the ground.
Ew.
Prayers to everyone. See you guys Wednesday.
All right now. Yeah.